Even though I live my life on the road, doesn't mean I don't have time for you. Plenty I've tried, almost came close, but none of them compare to you. So let's live our life. I got more. I know my life can get so crazy, but as long as
What is good, everybody? What's up? It's your girl Hannah, and I am back with another video. And today, guys, I have a very special video to announce. Queen and Clarence are pregnant.
We don't want to hide. We don't want to hide things from you guys anymore.
We want to be transparent, and with that being said, there's one more thing. One more thing that we don't want to hide from you guys, because we would feel that it's unfair, and it's not something that should be hidden. So I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna show you guys the next clip, and we're gonna end the video, and we will be back.
They're expecting a baby, and this is very, very exciting. I know they things have been very kind of quick for them. I just actually got done watching their video. It's a very long video, and you know, I just don't want to really do a reaction. I kind of want to give my reaction after the fact of things that they said and that they talked about, and kind of just give my input. And I have to say, like, you know, I'm very proud of them both. There was a lot of things that were said, you know, as they were talking about how things came about. And in her video, you know, in their video, they mentioned how, you know, she went to Miami for her mom's birthday. And that's when they realized, like, all right, you know, they missed each other and they loved each other. They then go on to say, like, she tells them, like, you wanted to make sure that I wasn't using you as a rebound. And that was literally, like, my reaction. But before them even saying further on in the video about making sure that she wasn't using him as a rebound, like, that's what I was trying to say. You know, like, to me, I mean, congratulations to them. They say that they weren't hiding their relationship from us as fans, but they were hiding it. And then they later on, you know, as you guys, you know, see in the clip, you know, where they're showing that they're pregnant and expecting, oh, you know, we no longer want to hide anything from you guys. You know, I honestly, there was a lot of good points in their video. And what is my thoughts on it? My thoughts on the whole thing is, one, things did go by very, very fast. I feel like, and people may quote me wrong, but I feel like love is something that for some people it can be right away. For other people, it can take time. And so, yeah, as I was saying, I feel like love is something for others, it takes time. And for them, I feel like they both got out of relationships kind of, you know, at the same time. And they met up with each other and they were feeling each other, but I don't feel like it was like an instant love. It was something that over time, spending time with somebody, and obviously that's going to happen, like you with somebody day in and day out. And, you know, she had brought up a fact of saying that for a long time, because he questioned her like, well, how do you feel, how do you know that you love me? And it's like, those are questions that he's asking because he wanted to make sure he's not a rebound. Second, she said, she replied to that oh, you know, I fell out of love a long time ago. That right there kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm married, and I'm married for about the same amount of time period that Queen and Chris met, around the same age, kind of same circumstances, church setting, and being young and getting pregnant and this, that, and the other. And to me, it just makes me wonder as a person, like, if you fell out of love a long time ago, one, why did you keep giving this person a chance if you didn't love them? This is the words out of her mouth. She said she didn't love Chris. She fell out of love with him a long time ago. So if you did not love him, the many videos that you guys did of getting back together and giving him another chance, why did you give him another chance? How long ago is your so-called you fell out of love a long time ago? To me, I felt like Clarence was something new, something she never experienced. As she said in the text message that she wrote him, in her past relationships, she's had boys, she's never had a man. Okay, I mean, to me, you weren't around him long enough to know, you know, and there's lots of things that are going to come up. You know, at the end of the day, they're still at a point where they're still learning about each other. They may have spent every single day, but at the end of the day, you're constantly learning things about somebody, and for them, it's been a matter of months with them being together and spending time with each other. So that's why I can understand how they said a lot of people feel like they're moving fast. You know, at the end of the day, let's be honest, females, when we fall in love, sometimes it is fast. Sometimes you could hop out of a relationship with one person and then you meet the next person and they're doing everything that you've never had, that you've always wanted. They're showing you a different way in life, and you just automatically, you're like, oh my gosh, I think I'm in love. You know, and that love builds over time if things continue. And we catch feelings very, very fast. So for her, I understand on her part. You know, she caught feelings very, very fast. This was someone new. Not only that, but she had been following him for a very long time on Instagram. And he was her Instagram crush, if we do remember. So, you know, that right there, it's like, oh, I'm finally hanging around this person that I have a crush. Like, we remember, it's like, you know, for them, like, you know, but, you know, them high school days, oh, the one boy that you like and that you fell in love with, oh my goodness, you finally get a chance to hang out with him, and, you know, this, that, and the other. And, you know, I honestly, I give it to them. You know, there's a lot of good points that they made, and I think the biggest point was, which a lot of people, I feel like they don't do nowadays, which is, she said in her last relationship, which I thought that they were friends, Chris and her were friends before dating, but apparently they were not friends before they started dating, and then whatever. So she said, you know, they worked on their friendship first before they decided to move forward with actually dating, and they kept things on the low, which I agree. I feel like, you know, sometimes you don't have to always show social media and show everybody that who you're in a relationship with and this, that, and the other. Like, that's the world that we live in, and everybody feels like they got to follow the trend. But I honestly like the way that they did things. They did things very discreetly. They were very responsible in how they did things. And at the end of the day, you know, she's happy. And people make mistakes. And I don't know going forth how they're going to deal with things, especially she has a son, obviously, with Chris. So he's still a factor. And, you know, this new child, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, baby CJ will have a sibling. She's with the man that she truly loves. And sometimes we make mistakes and fall into relationships and things happen too fast and things happen in that relationship where there's no mending, you can't go back, and you just weren't meant to be together, but you were kind of forcing the issue. And I don't, for them and seeing past videos, I feel like that kind of just happened with Chris and Queen. They weren't really meant for each other. And, I mean, they just kind of moved really, really fast and did things very fast. Then she became pregnant, and it kind of was like, I don't want to be pregnant. And that self-conscious of like, I'm not married because of how she grew up and how she was afraid the church was going to look at her, which I completely agree. Unfortunately, a lot of times people who are godly and from the church are more judgmental than people from the world. And it's very sad, but they don't realize they draw a lot of people away. There's just a lot of corruption and a lot of things that go on with the church, and it's very sad. But that was her mindset. But at the end of the day, sometimes bad things have to happen, or things have to happen in a certain way to set you up to where you really need to be. And Chris was holding her back. He was not the one for her. A blessing came out of it, which was baby CJ. But at the end of the day, I give it to her. They both went about things very discreetly. And for those that feel like they move too fast, like I said, think about when we were all, as females especially, I'm telling you, when you get that person that it just takes you're down here, and they bring you all the way up here, and you do and experience things. And she's been nothing but elevating and progressing, if you guys haven't noticed, since she's been with Claire. Like, the both of them, actually, they've elevated and progressed each other. With Chris, she was stuck because he wasn't for her. And everybody knows you always got to cut those type of people out of your life. No matter what, you have to cut them out of your life. If they're not healthy for you, if you're not progressing and you're not moving up, you got to cut them off, because at the end of the day, it's like a weed that suffocates the actual flower trying to grow. The weed is going to make sure it keeps growing. The weed is going to make sure it keeps whatever, but it's sucking the life out of that plant, out of that flower that's trying to grow. And you got to cut it. So honestly, congratulations to them. And like they said, they don't really care what anybody thinks. And you know what? Kudos to them. Because I know it's not easy, and I know, there's a lot of things that he's taught her that she didn't know how to do, and that he's shown her that she never experienced, and now she can be very confident, which is something that she wasn't in her past relationship. It's never good to be in a relationship where, there is such a thing as mental abuse and, just not being happy and feeling like you're never good enough. And why be miserable in a relationship, but at the end of the day, I'm very happy for them, and I wish them nothing but the best. They say it's them against the world. No. They have so many supporters and so many fans and so many people that have their back. And this now has only made things even better for them. So with that, guys, I'm going to close out this video. But, yeah, that's what I have to say to this. Congratulations to them. Very happy. Bye.